it intersects the circle. A straight line intersects the circle at 2 points, right? If you see in this figure, this straight line is intersecting this circle at 2 points, A and B. Okay. Now, if the same straight line intersects the circle at only 1 point, okay, if a straight line intersects the circle at only 1 point, then that straight line is called a tangent to the circle. It's called a tangent to the circle, and the point of intersection, that is the only point of intersection, is called the point of contact. Okay. So if you have a circle in which, suppose this straight line intersects this circle at only 1 point, okay, say P, and this is your center C. In this case, the straight line L is called the tangent to the circle with center C. L is called the tangent to the circle with center P, center C, and P is called the point of contact of the tangent, obviously. Point of contact of the tangent L. Okay, this is second thing to note. And the last thing to note here, which we shall be using in the problems also, is that suppose if I have a straight line that suppose if I have a circle that say touches the coordinate axis. Let us say the straight line, this is the axis of y, okay, and it is touching the axis of y, okay, and say the center of the circle I give you as HK. Okay, if you see this circle touches the y-axis. Okay, the circle can be in any way. Circle can be in any of the four quadrants. I've drawn in the four quadrants. You can take in any of the quadrants. Okay. Now, if you see if this circle touches this y-axis, then what can you say? What can you say about the radius of the circle? If you see, if you drop a perpendicular here, this length CQ is the radius of the circle, right? Now, if you see, this coordinate is HK, right? So that means this length is your H and this length is your K, right? So if you see radius of the circle, if the circle is touching the y-axis, then the radius of the circle must be equal to x coordinate of the center, or you can also say abscissa of the center. Okay, this is something to note. Similarly, if you have a circle that touches the x-axis, suppose you have a circle let us draw it this time in the second quadrant. Okay, this is your X and Y axis. I've drawn it in the second quadrant. Okay, now here, let us say the center is HK. In this case, if you drop a perpendicular here, okay, in fact, what can you say about the x-axis? X-axis is actually a tangent to the circle, right? X-axis here is a tangent to the circle. So in this case, what can you say about the radius? Radius is equal to, this time, if you see radius is this length, right? And what is this length? This length is k, which is nothing but the y coordinate of the center. Radius must be equal to y coordinate of the center. Okay. So note these two things. We shall be using these in the problems. Okay. So let us now start with the problems. Question number 1. Find the equation of a circle whose center is the point 2, 3 and which passes through the intersection of the lines. So the given lines are, this circle passes through the intersection of these two lines. 3x minus 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. Let's call this 1. And 4x plus y minus 27 is equal to 0. Okay. This circle, the center of the circle is given to you. Okay. And this circle also passes through the point of intersection. If I have to somewhat visualize this circle, let us say this is my circle here and the center is given to you here, 2, 3. Okay. And let's say the circle passes through the intersection of two lines. Okay, let's take the point here. Okay, so this circle passes through the intersection of these two lines. Okay, so you need to find the equation of this circle, right? So now how do you get the point of intersection of two straight lines? You solve the equations, right? So we solve these two equations simultaneously, solving 1 and 2 simultaneously. The coordinates, let's say we get we'll get x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 7. Okay, so coordinates of this point here, let's call it P. The coordinates of P here is 5, 7. Okay, now this the center of the circle is given. You want to find out the equation of the circle. Now you don't know the standard equation of a circle with center given hk. What is the equation? X minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. So I start by saying let the equation of the circle be you see the center is 2, 3. That means h is 2. So x minus 2 whole square and y is 3. So y minus 3 whole square. Do we know the radius? We don't know the radius. So we'll simply put r square here. Now we want to find out what the radius is. Now this point will give us our radius. Okay. So what you do is, since now this point here, 5, 7 lies on the circle, right? So it must satisfy this equation. Okay. Let us call this uh, 3. Since 5, 7 lies on 3, or since the circle passes through uh, 5, 7, therefore it must satisfy the equation. Put x is equal to 5 and put y is equal to 7. Okay, so you get here r square is equal to 3 square plus 4 square, which is equal to 25. That means you're getting r is equal to 5 units. Okay, so therefore radius we have got. Now what you do is you simply put the value of r in 3 to get the equation of the circle. Hence, from 3, the required equation of the circle is x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to r square, which is 25. And that's it. Any question here?
No, sir.
We'll move on to the next problem. Second question. Find the equation to the circles which pass through the origin. Okay, so circles, plural, that means more than one circle. So find the equation of the circles which pass through the origin. Both the circle, that means or more than two circles, they all pass through the origin, and cut off intercepts equal to 2a and 2b from the x-axis and the y-axis respectively. So they are cutting off intercepts equal to 2a and 2b on the x and the y-axis. Okay. And since we don't know the center of the circle, that is why we start by saying let the equation of the circle be, they pass through the origin definitely. So the center of the circle cannot be the origin. So I say let hk be the center of the circle. Instead we write let the equation of the circle be x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. So we know hk is the center of this circle, right? Now this circle passes through the origin. So since, let's call this 1, since 1 passes through the origin, therefore put x is equal to 0 and put y is equal to 0. That means you get r square is equal to h square plus k square. That means with the help of the point through which the circle passes, you have got the radius. And what is the radius? Equal to h square plus k square. So what is the equation of the circle? Therefore, equation of the circle is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to h square plus k square. Okay. Um, this is the equation of the circle that you have got. Now what other information is given? That it cuts off intercepts equal to 2a and 2b on the x and the y axis. Okay. Now to get the intercept, if you remember, I told you yesterday to get the intercept on cut on the, let's say, the x axis. What do? You put y is equal to 0. So you put y is equal to 0 in this. Putting y is equal to 0 in 3, in 2, in fact, we get x minus h whole square plus 0 minus k whole square is equal to h square plus k square, right? So that means you get x square, or you can solve this quadratic very easily. You don't have to expand. So what you do here is you write this as x minus h whole square plus k square is equal to h square plus k square. Now clearly k square cancels from here. You simply get x minus h whole square is equal to h square. That means you get x minus h is equal to plus or minus h, right? So that means either x is equal to h plus h if you take the positive sign, or x is equal to h minus h. That means either x is equal to 2h or x is equal to 0, right? So what do we have? Can x be equal to 0? Now these two are actually giving you the x coordinate of the point of intersection, right? So what should be the intercept? Therefore, intercept cut on the x-axis, intercept cut by 2 on the x-axis is equal to 2h minus 0, which is equal to 2h, right? And what is the intercept given here? The intercept that is cut off given here is 2a in the um, x-axis. So therefore, 2h must be equal to 2a. That means h must be equal to a. Okay. So now, in order to get the y-intercept, what you do, you put x is equal to 0. So putting x is equal to 0 in 2 in the equation of the circle that we have got, we get 0 minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to h square plus k square. That means you get y minus k whole square plus h square is equal to h square plus k square. Now again, similarly here h square cancels. So you get y minus k is equal to plus or minus k. So you get either y is equal to k plus k if you take the positive sign, or y is equal to k minus k if you take the negative sign. That means either y is equal to 2k or y is equal to 0, right? So therefore, what is the intercept cut on the y-axis? Intercept cut by 2 on the y-axis is equal to 2k minus 0, which is equal to 2k. And in the problem, how much is it given? It is given that it cuts off an intercept of 2b on the y-axis. So therefore, 2k must be equal to 2b. That means k must be equal to b. Okay, so we have got the value of h and k. So what should the equation of the circle? Now, if you put the value of h we have got as a and k we have got as b, simply put the values of h and k in this equation. So from 2, required equation of the circle is, from 2, required equation of the circle is x minus h. That means h was equal to a whole square plus y minus k is equal to b, is equal to h square plus k square, a square plus b square. That's it. Okay, this is the required equation of the circle. If you want, you can simplify it a little further also. You can write this as x square minus 2ax plus a square plus y square minus 2by plus b square is equal to a square plus b square. So that means a square and b square will both cancel both the sides. So you get x square plus y square minus 2ax minus 2by is equal to 0. Now you will say, why did I write this? Why did I simplify this? I could have written it here. I could have left it here. I just showed you because we'll be doing this form. This form is called the general form of the equation of a circle. We'll be discussing this form in the next part. Okay. So that is why I just showed you this. So we'll move on to the next problem. Any question here?
No, sir.
We'll move on to the next problem, number 3. Question here is, find the equation of the circle whose center is 0, minus 4, and which touches the x-axis. Okay, touches the x-axis. Now, what does it mean? Circle touching the x-axis. And let's say your y-axis is, let's say somewhere over here. Okay. So as I told you, the center, let's say C, is given to be 0, minus 4, right? And this is a point of contact. So the x-axis is actually a tangent to this circle. Okay. So if the center of the circle is 0, minus 4, what is the equation of the circle? Since the center is given, we say let the equation of the circle be x minus h. H here is, if you see, is 0, plus y minus k. Y minus k means y minus of minus 4. K is minus 4 square is equal to r square, since we don't know the radius. That means x square plus y plus 4 square is equal to r square. Now we want to find out the radius. Let us call this point P. So since this circle touches the x-axis, or intersects the x-axis at one point only. Therefore, CP is equal to radius. And what will the radius be equal to? Radius will be equal to the y coordinate, right? Is equal to y coordinate of the center. And how much is the y coordinate of the center? It is -4. But since we are talking about radius, we'll simply take 4 units because this length here is 4 units, right? So the radius is 4 units. Hence, the required equation of the circle is x square. Let us call this 1, x square plus y plus 4 square is equal to r square. Okay. This is from 1. Okay. So you get x square plus y plus 4 square is equal to 16. And that is the required equation of the circle. Fine. So this was simple enough. So moving on to problem number 4. The question here is, find the equation of the circles which touch the axis of x at a distance of 4 units from the origin and cut off intercept of 6 units from the axis of y. Okay. So you need to find out the equation of a circle which touch the axis of x at a distance of 4 units from the origin. Fine, let's try to draw this. How does the figure look like? Okay. Um, this circle touches the axis of x at a distance of 4 units from the origin. Okay, so let's say we have a circle like this. Okay. Or you can also have a circle like this. Okay. In any case, the distance of this point at which it touches the x-axis will be 4 units. Okay. And cuts off intercepts of 6 units from the axis of y. Now here in this case, if I draw a bigger circle, let me draw a bigger circle so that the circle intersects the axis of y also. Yes. So this should be a circle. Maybe 4 units. Yes. So this distance where it touches, let's say this is 4 units. And it is intersecting the y-axis at these 2 points, P and Q. So PQ is the intercept cut by the circle on the y-axis. Now what they mean according to this question is that it touches the axis of y at a distance of 4 units, okay, from the origin, and cuts off intercepts equal to 6 units. So this PQ, this length here is 6 units. Okay. This PQ length here is 6 units. Okay. Now see that if I assume the center of the circle, let's say center is here. Okay. So what can I say about the radius of this circle? If I drop a perpendicular from here, so the x-axis become the tangent. So what can I say about the uh, the radius of the circle. If you see, if I drop a perpendicular here, this distance is 4 units. That means this distance here will also be 4 units, right? So that means what is the x coordinate of the center? The x coordinate of the center has to be 4 units, right? So x coordinate of the center must be equal to plus or minus 4 units, because I don't know which side it is in, right? Plus or minus 4 units. It can be, the x coordinate can be either plus 4 or can be minus 4, because you can draw a circle this way also here, right? So that is why we don't know. That is why we have taken plus or minus 4 units. Okay. So now, therefore, let the equation of the circle be, now because I know the x coordinate of the center, and I don't know the y coordinate and the radius, I'll say let the equation of the circle be x minus h. But what is h here? H here is plus or minus 4. So I'll write plus or minus 4. X minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square, because we don't know the y coordinate of the center. That is why we have taken the y coordinate to be k, and the radius also we don't know, so we have taken it as r. So this is 1. Okay. Now what can you say about the y coordinate of the circle? Now if we see y coordinate of the circle, of y coordinate of the center, in fact, y coordinate of the center, if I have taken the coordinate of the center as k, then this k must be equal to the radius, because if you see, this is k, right? So this radius must be equal to k units. Therefore, what form does the equation take? Therefore, from 1, x plus or minus 4 whole square plus y minus k whole square must be equal to k square, right? So we have got this. Now the only thing is to determine the value of k. Now in order to determine the value of k, we shall use the fact that it cuts off an intercept of 6 units from the axis of y. So in the axis of y, it is cutting an intercept of 6 units. And how do you get the y-intercept of a circle? By putting x is equal to 0. We have already got the equation of the circle here. So you now in this equation, you put x is equal to 0. So you get 0 plus or minus 4 square plus y minus k whole square is equal to k square, which is equal to 16 plus, now you can expand this here, y square minus 2ky plus k square is equal to k square. Okay. So this k square and this k square, they cancel. So what do you get here? You are actually getting a quadratic in y. Now what do these what will the roots of this quadratic give you? The roots of this quadratic will give you the y coordinate of p and q. You see this point p and q, the y coordinate of this point p and q. Okay, this is what it is going to give you, right? So therefore, but what are we concerned with the y coordinates? Yes, we must find the y coordinates in order to find out the length pq, because whatever is the length of whatever the y coordinate we get, if we subtract, we are going to get the length of pq, right? Therefore, what is the y coordinate here? What is the, therefore pq must be equal to, let's say, if y1 and y2 are the roots of this equation, y1 and y2 are the roots of this equation. Therefore, if you see, then this will become your y1 and this will become your y2, isn't it? So therefore, what should be pq? Therefore, pq must be equal to y2 minus y1. or y1 minus y2 in whichever order you take. Let's write this as plus or minus y1 minus y2, because it depends where you are taking y1 and where you are taking y2. Okay, so this length is, but what is pq? What is y1 minus y2? It is equal to difference of the roots, right? Okay, and how do you find out the difference of the roots? First of all, if y1 and y2 are the roots of this equation, what is the sum of the roots? Y1 plus y2 from your quadratic equation topic, 2k, right? And what is the product of the roots? Is equal to 16, c by a, isn't it? So from here, how will I find y1 minus y2? Therefore, y1 minus y2, because I want to find the y-intercept here, y1 minus y2 whole square. If you remember this identity, y1 plus y2 whole square minus 4y1 y2. From here, we can get the value of y1 minus y2. y1 plus y2 is 2k whole square minus 4 times 16, which is equal to, and what? How much is y1 minus y2 given? This is pq square, isn't it? So how much is pq given here? The length of pq is given to be 6 units, right? The y-intercept is 6 units. So put 6 units here. 6 square is equal to 4k square minus 64. So you get 4k square is equal to 36 plus 64. That means 4k square is equal to 100. That means k square is equal to 25. That means what is the value of k here? Plus or minus, because k is the y coordinate. So that is why you take both the signs. You can take both the values, is equal to plus or minus 5. So what is the equation of the circle here? What was the equation of the circle we had started with? We had started with 1, right? So x plus or minus 4 square. Hence, required equation of the circle is x plus or minus 4 square plus y minus k. K here is plus or minus 5. So let's take plus or minus 5 here, whole square, is equal to k square, because the radius was equal to the y coordinate, isn't it? Okay, let's put it, let's, instead of putting in 1, let's call this 2 and put it in here. Okay. So let's call this 2. So let's, is equal to k square. K square is plus or minus 5 square. This is from 2. That's it. So that means the equation of the circle is equal to 25. So you're getting, how many circles are you getting? Can you tell me how many circles you are getting here? Any idea? Are you getting 1 circle, 2 circle? How many circles are you getting? Yes, this is my question to you. I will not proceed any further. Just tell me the answer.